Hi everyone. Today we're doing an English grammar lesson all about the second and the third conditionals. So let's get started.
The second conditional has two uses. Let's have a look at the examples. And the first example and the use. If I won the lottery, I would buy a big house. I probably won't win the lottery. Maybe I will buy a big house, but now I don't know what will happen to me or what I will do in the future. So I'm just imagining. And the second conditional is used to talk about things that are probably not going to be true. And these are unlikely things in the future. The second example, if I had his number, I would call him. So I don't have his number, and that's why it's impossible for me to call him. And the second conditional is also used to talk about something in the present that is impossible because it's not true. And we use this for impossible things in the present. So how to form the second conditionals? Let's have a look at the word. We use the past simple tense in the if clause and would plus infinitive in the main clause. Let's look at the examples. If I won $1 million, I would buy a new car. She would travel around the world if she were rich. She would pass her exam if she ever studied.
Notice that in the if clause we can use were with I and he, she, or it. For example, if Jane were or was here, she would certainly help us. If I were the president, I would lower the taxes. We can also use the structure if I were you to give advice. The example, if I were you, I would tell him the truth. In type 2 conditional sentences, the time is now or any time and the situation is hypothetical. For example, if the weather wasn't so bad, we would go to the park, but the weather is bad, so we can't go. If I were 20, I would travel the world. If I was the Queen of England, I would give everyone a chicken. If you really loved me, you would buy me a diamond ring. If I knew where she lived, I would go and see her. If I were taller, I would buy this dress. In type 2 conditional sentences, you can also use modals in the main clause instead of would to express the degree of certainty, permission, etc. For example, we might buy a larger house if we had more money. He could go to the concert if you gave him your ticket. If he called me, I couldn't hear.
The third conditional, finally. The third conditional talks about the past. It is used to talk about a situation that didn't happen and to imagine the result of this situation. So, how to form the third conditional sentences? Let's take a quick look at the grammar structure and the examples. So, we use the past perfect tense in the if clause and would have past participle in the main clause. And this structure you must memorize. So the examples. The first one. If he had studied, he would have passed exam. Actually, we know that he didn't study and he didn't pass the exam. The next sentence. If I hadn't eaten so much, I wouldn't have felt sick. Truly, I did eat a lot and I did feel sick, really sick. And the last sentence. She wouldn't have been tired if she had gone to bed earlier. And she was tired and she did go to bed late.
The type 3 conditional refers to an impossible condition in the past and its probable result in the past. These sentences are truly hypothetical and unreal because it is now too late for the condition or its result to exist. So, more examples for you. If I had known you were coming, I would have baked a cake. But I didn't know and I didn't bake a cake. I would have been happy if you had called me on my birthday, but you didn't call and I'm not happy. If it had rained, you would have gotten wet. You would have passed your exam if you had worked harder. If you hadn't lied to me before, I would have believed you. And also, in type 3 conditional sentences, you can also use modals in the main clause instead of would. In the example, you could have been on time if you had caught the bus. So, your homework, workbook page 142 and 143, exercises 1 to 5. Have a nice day.